I'm gonna kick your ass, cause no one messes with my friends.
Hey guys, and welcome to Pirate Hunter Traffy. You've probably heard about the live adaptation of One Piece that Netflix is working on, and a few days ago, Netflix just released the official trailer of One Piece's live adaptation, and boy, does it look good. They're telling the story of the first couple of arcs of the manga, and they're doing it in about 8 episodes. This new trailer clears a lot of rumors surrounding the project, but there still remains some controversies which we will look into a bit later. Join us as we break down the entire trailer. Also, if you just found the channel, make sure to hit that like button, we really appreciate it. In honor of One Piece Day, the annual celebration of the manga's original publication date on July 22nd, 1997, Netflix published a new trailer for the series. For those who are unfamiliar, One Piece follows Monkey D. Luffy, a young man who aspires to be king of the pirates and find the legendary treasure known as the One Piece. They set out on their ship, the Going Merry, with his faithful crew, the Straw Hat Pirates, into a world full of terrible opponents, odd alliances, and more absurd fruit-based superpowers. Having said that, it's not exactly a secret that Netflix has a shaky track record when it comes to live-action anime adaptations. Some, like the Rurouni Kenshin films, were rather good. Others, such as Death Note from 2017, are legally a movie by name only, and the live-action Cowboy Bebop on Netflix proved far more polarizing. Some people enjoyed it, but it was only for a few people. Thankfully, one individual does not appear to be bothered by all of the scrutiny surrounding the show. One Piece creator, Ichiro Oda. Oda-sensei released a note to fans alongside the new trailer. He wrote about the 7-year journey it took to make this live-action series and the several scenes that the production consented to reshoot since he believed they weren't good enough to be released. But the series is now in a position where Oda-sensei is excited to share it, so, with the creator's blessing, this adaptation has to hit the nail on the head. There is undeniable affection for the source material, with numerous nuances and situations lifted directly from the manga and anime. We'll break them down for you in a bit, but first, we need to discuss some minor series spoilers. So, if you wanted to go into this golden age of piracy blissfully naive, now's your opportunity to leave. The trailer introduces us to the Straw Hat crew's main characters, including Luffy, Zoro, Nami, Usopp, and Sanji. Numerous classic villains, small details, and scenarios are lifted directly from the manga and anime. The trailer itself begins with a reference to the manga's very first panels, Gold Roger, the previous king of the pirates who encouraged a generation of individuals, including our hero, Monkey D. Luffy, to pursue their ambition of conquering the high seas, is the mustachioed man in the red jacket being carried to the gallows. For those who don't know, One Piece is named after Gold Roger's mythical hidden treasure's crown jewel. Don't worry, the One Piece is real, not a metaphor. According to the One Piece podcast, Oda-sensei clarified that he isn't executing a Wizard of Oz stunt, such as the true One Piece being the people we met along the road. The show's dedication to reproducing even the smallest elements, like the mustachioed Roger pirate symbol on the back of Gold's jacket, is impressive. The Straw Hat Gang gets their name from Luffy's signature hat, which he obtained from another pirate named Red-Haired Shanks. In a flashback sequence straight from the manga and anime, we see Shanks himself in the very early moments of the series. Shanks was the man who inspired Luffy to become a pirate and provided him with not only a helping hand, but also a helping arm. Speaking of which, we get a glimpse of the Lord of the Coast, the gigantic marine monster involved in that particular occurrence. While pirates on the show will unavoidably conflict with other pirates, they will also have to contend with the world government and their special marines. This fighting group patrols the high seas. They're the ones in blue and white seen executing Gold Roger. As the trailer ends, this global authority is also accountable for some of the absurd bounties imposed on pirates, but more on that in a minute. Another amusing scene is Luffy leaving his home island, Dawn Island in the manga, on a little boat with no idea how to sail, looking out at sea and saying he wants to find a crew. Clearly, this is what the joke with the seagull is all about. But this isn't just any bird, it's a news coup, one of a fleet or flock of birds who distribute newspapers all around One Piece's planet, so, fingers crossed, we'll be able to see Morgan's as well. While it wasn't in the manga, I truly adore how it came out, and what kind of news it brings Luffy that we didn't see in the manga. I suppose it may function as an introduction or exposition for some characters, though as far as I know, we don't even know if Luffy can read in the anime. Returning to the joke itself, this was already obvious in the teaser trailer, but we'll certainly receive a bunch of these Marvel-like one-liners.
So what do you say? Are you with me?
Mutiny.
It even works in this scenario because, in the manga, Luffy would have invited a seagull into his crew if it had arrived on his boat at this time. Moving on, Zoro observes that the crew is constantly making enemies. We see Alvida and her crew boarding another ship, and Buggy the Clown's nightmare cabaret of circus freaks who, like Luffy, can bend his body in unexpected ways. You might be wondering why Luffy is so stretchable. That takes us to another important aspect of the show, devil fruits. There are mysterious fruits in the world of One Piece that grant superhuman abilities to people who consume them. Luffy ate a gum fruit, which effectively turned his body into rubber. Buggy had swallowed a devil fruit, similar to Luffy's uncanny stretchiness. He ate the chop fruit, which allowed him to dismember his body parts and control them telekinetically. But aside from magical murder clowns, they confront more regular hazards since, let's face it, oceans are now battlefields and they must deal with a steady onslaught of cannonballs. Vice Admiral Garp, whom we see at the beginning of the trailer, is one of those shooting cannonballs. We also see his iconic ship, complete with a bulldog figurehead, firing at our heroes. However, Vice Admiral Garp will not be the only Marine they will have to deal with. We also see Axe-Hand Morgan square up against Luffy. This occurs during the jail escape sequences in which Luffy and company attempt to free Zoro from Marine custody. Following the emergence of the giant floating restaurant Baratier, some fans may expect Luffy to face off against Don Krieg. While we don't see that pirate in the trailer, he's reportedly played by Resident Evil star Milton Shore. However, it appears that another criminal will raise a commotion at this lively cafe this season. I'm referring to Arlong, the fierce fishman. In the trailer, for example, we see Arlong Park, the home base of the Arlong Pirates, commanded by, you got it, Arlong. This implies that we may also get flashbacks to Nami's past, especially given the gravestone that reads Belmer, Nami's adoptive mother. In another scene, we see Dracula Mihawk, the world's strongest swordsman, who comes as another nuisance in what appears to be Baratier. So personally, Mihawk himself is as perfect as I could have imagined. Stephen Ward, as is the wardrobe, is flawless in this part, and even the colored contacts work well. The fight sequence with Zoro at the Baratier is sure to be one of the show's highlights. But why does the sword appear to be made of plastic? Yoru Mihawk's sword appears to be low-budget stuff at this close-up, which is a shame. Yes, it is difficult to make large anime weaponry look realistic, but entire YouTube channels are dedicated to the task. Then, there's the appearance of Captain Kuro's claws behind Mary, Kaya's butler from Usopp's home island. And yes, he is called Mary because he is the creator of the original Going Merry. This is a fantastic little teaser for this arc, and Kuro, with his gigantic claw hands, will also be a great exciting adversary to witness in live action. We see him a little later, drilling into the floor next to Luffy. Finally, we see Luffy looking at a marine bounty board beside the pink-haired Kobe, who first appeared in the Romance Dawn arc. Kobe was forced to labor against his will for Alvida and her crew until Luffy intervened with a well-timed punch. These two became great friends, and this incident is most likely set during Luffy's early attempts to form a pirate gang. While Alvida is prominently displayed on the reward board, there are a few more known faces from the manga and anime. The pirate Prince Cavendish, the slow-mo inducing Foxy, and the bouncing bastard Bellamy can all be seen. They won't all feature in the first 8 episodes, but they're still fun Easter eggs. We'll have to wait and see what more secrets the series has in store for us. Anyway, there you have it guys, that's all there is to know about One Piece and the latest trailer before it hits Netflix next month. We'll keep you updated on the channel, but in the meanwhile, let us know what you think of Mihawk's sword Yoru and the trailer in general. And did you notice something we missed? Please let us know in the comments section below, and if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe and check out this next one.